What is going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media back with another video. So today we'll be talking about one of the favorite cars on the channel. A lot of you guys are subscribers because of this vehicle, and it is my 2015 Mitsubishi Lancer GT turbo build. So let's go ahead and talk about this car. So it's been a while since I started up the car. I do want to move it out of the garage for a nice little walk around for you guys. Before I do that, I do have to move the Lexus RCF. So it just rained last night. RCF is all dirty with the rain. But let's go ahead and fire up the RCF, move it out the garage just so we can make space for the Lancer. And here is my daily driver, the Lexus RCF. Let's go ahead and fire her up just so we can move the Mitsubishi Lancer out of the garage. I love the RCF. Daily driver, drives comfortable, packs a punch as well. Let's go ahead and start her up. Okay, now that the daily's out of the way, let's go ahead and move this car out. Close the hood. Absolutely love this car. She definitely needs more seat time. So 2024, the goal is to hopefully drive her out, take her out more. Go ahead and unlock it. Love these custom show mode headlights. Okay. Pretty early Saturday morning. I'm gonna go ahead and wake up the neighbors. Okay, so we have this thing off the garage, warming up its fluids. Like I said, you guys already know I don't drive this car too much. I also don't show it too much on the channel anymore. And well, that's not because I've fallen out of love with the car. I absolutely still adore the car. I love it. A lot of people, friends, families like to ask. So you always have a few cars. Which is your favorite? Is this your favorite? Is this your favorite? Or is that your favorite? You know, I don't like to pick sides. It's almost like asking if you have 3 kids, which is your favorite kid? Y'all love them, right? So, anyways, this car, you know, among all my cars I've had the longest. I haven't actually owned any car for this long. Before the Mitsubishi build, the longest car I've owned was my EK Civic. OG subscribers might remember my black EK Civic. Well, it was red and I painted it black. I had that car for 6 years. Let go of it in I think 2019 or 2018, and then this car, I have this car now for 8 years since brand new 2015. 8+ years. This year will be the 9th year of ownership. I love the car. It's changed so much since I got it stock, but the biggest reason I don't drive it enough, one, it's gone to a point it's so crazy, it looks so aggressive on the road. It has rare parts on it, right? So I've broken my front bumper twice. Expensive to fix when you break fiberglass parts. Stuff like my side mirrors, the wing, you know, so many parts on this car, so rare and expensive. That's one, if they break. to fix it. Number two, a lot of the parts are discontinued and you can't even find them anymore, even if you do have the money for it. So that's one, you know, some of the biggest reasons why I don't drive the car as much. All right, and can show you guys a shot without opening the hood. Piece of beauty inside and out. This car definitely has came a long way since stock, you know. A lot of blood, sweat, tears, money dumped into it, as you guys can tell. My masterpiece. But the goal, 2024, I know the last few years, I've had the car turbo now for a few years, but I've taken it to shows. I used to do maybe like 5 to 7 car shows a year, and then I've kind of scaled it back the last few years to about, you know, maybe 3 shows a year. The plan this year is we'll probably do about 3 car shows a year as well, but this is my show build, which means that I typically bring this car out to shows. I am possibly thinking of switching things up and having the S2000 go to shows. So S2000, I want some recognition for the build too. It is nowhere as crazy as this car, but I feel like maybe it's the S2000's time to shine. Well, so I did register the S2000 for its first car show. We'll talk more about it in detail. That's the Super Lap Battle car show that happens here in Austin, Texas, once a year. They do the time attack racing on Circuit of the Americas, our F1 track. They have drifting going on. They also have a car show going on. And the last few years, I've always taken this build. It is local to me here in Austin, and it'll be cool to have this build and this build together. But you know, it's kind of hassle bringing 2 cars to a show because wifey doesn't want to drive one of them. But so yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll take 2 cars to the show. But as of right now, we do have the S2000 already registered. I'll make a whole separate video about that. And then there's also WECFest. So WECFest is the biggest car show of the year. They used to come to Texas every year, and then they have kind of went away from Texas. They're coming back every 2 years now. So we didn't have it last year, but this year in December, there will be WECFest. And we had it in Houston previously, moved to Austin. Now it's going to Dallas this year for the first year. So I think I'll still take the S2000 out. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I just take the S2000 out for the 3 shows this year? But I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, if I take the S2000, this car will be neglected. The plan is, initially this was the car that I bring on the shows. And this car is more like the weekend / car meet car, you know. But the plan is, I do want to drive the Lancer more. There's not many car shows. So hopefully what we can do is some of the big car meets. We can bring this car out. This car, a lot of guys, especially the local guys who have been going to car meets for years, they might know the car, they might not know the car, but it's a car that I've, built over the years. And a lot of guys, I feel like meets are a lot more grassroots. You talk to car owners, so maybe we'll bring this car out more. I do want to share it with the community a little bit more. People who haven't seen this car for a few years. So if you're local in Austin or even around Texas and you want to check this car out, I do go to car meets. I'm trying to go to more car meets frequently. So any of the big car meets like, Cars and Coffee, Cars and Caffeine, Pistons at the Park, your Petrol Launch car meet. Hopefully we'll be able to bring this car out to more of the local grassroots car meets. Yeah, so now that you've seen a little glimpse of the engine bay, show you guys the interior real quick. Like I said, I'm so proud of how this thing has come inside and out. And she's been sitting, and it's a black car, so a little bit dusty. Not sure if the camera picked it up, but I do have the car ceramic coated. So what that means is, with a nice wash, water beads right off, and we're good to go. But I love the car. I know a lot of you guys do too. And people also constantly ask me, like, number one, are you going to sell the car? Are you ever going to sell the car? Number two, are you going to upgrade it to an Evo 10? I've gotten that question throughout like the 8 years of ownership in the car. This car to me means a lot because I got it at a stage, I wanted an Evo 10, don't get me wrong, but when I bought this car 8 years ago, brand new from the Mitsubishi dealership, I couldn't afford an Evo 10. I was young, and you know, the Evo 10 MRs costed 43,000 US dollars. The GSR costed 38,000 US dollars. Couldn't afford it. They didn't have the Ralliart. I wanted a Ralliart, so you know, all-wheel drive turbo as well. They didn't have that, so the next one down was the Mitsubishi Lancer GT, which is what you see here. 4B12 2.4 liter engine as compared to a 2 liter engine in some of the ES and SE Lancer models. And then over the years, you know, we did the turbo, the wide body, the big brakes, you guys know. So this car definitely, like I said, came a long way since stock. Oh, and why not upgrade it to an Evo? So I have got a Ralliart. You guys might remember last year we did have a Ralliart Sportback that I has my daily. That has an Evo 10 turbo swap, you know, tuned, Cosmos built transmission, SST transmission. So that thing makes over 300 wheel horsepower, pretty fast daily. Essentially, it gives me the feel of what an Evo 10 MR would feel like. But yeah, I could get an Evo, like I said, but at the end of the day, I let go of the Ralliart because they're pretty much the same car, right? Well, they're all Lancers. It's just a Lancer, your Lancer Ralliart or your Lancer Evo, but they're built off the same platform is what I'm trying to say. So while I can interchange parts, that's cool. I also wanted to try and experience other platforms as well. So eventually, let it go. Got the RCF, totally different platform. But I love this car. You know, it's just too much money and time has been put into it to even let it go. It's priceless, you know. There's really no price I can list on it. Essentially right now it's pretty much a one-of-one car. You don't see too many turbo Lancers, number one. Even if you do see turbo Lancers, you don't see too many wide body Lancers. You definitely don't see too many turbo wide body Lancers. And you definitely don't see too many turbo wide body Lancers with really rare discontinued JDM parts. So a car that looks like this, to me, it's pretty much one-of-one, my one-of-one, and it's my build, and I don't think there's really a dollar value I can put on it. So yeah, you guys are always worried, hey, I don't drive it enough, am I gonna sell it one day? Nah. And we have the Turbo Lancer back in the garage. I was just starting it up for a bit. We are not driving her today, but like I said, the plan is to take her to more car meets. So we do have a few local car meets. I've already taken the car to work once this year. Start of 2024, we're taking it to car meets, so hopefully more to come. Stay tuned, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, catch you guys in the next video.